Welcome back, Kumas, to another reaction. You're here with Kuma. We're doing more random Danganronpa reactions, even though the last ones all got flagged by YouTube's glorious copyright and community guideline system, where dangling bodies are perfectly fine, but making jokes about waifus is wrong. So, hopefully this video doesn't get flagged. Let's get started.
It's been a while since I've been home to Chicago. I got married since then. Thank you. I married my wife. I love saying my wife. It sounds so adult. That's my wife. It's great. You sound like a person. I said it even before we were married. We were just dating, and we were once getting on an airplane, and Anna's ticket didn't say anything, and my ticket said priority access. It doesn't matter why. But we were getting on, and I said, can my wife board with me? And they were like, yes, of course, right this way. And I was like, oh, that is so much better than all those times I was like, can my girlfriend come?
It's kind of true.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said it that way, but still. My wife just has some kick-ass to it, you know? Get away from my wife! No one talk to my wife! Marriage is gonna be very magical. I didn't kill my wife! That's like, ooh, who's that fella? I bet he did kill his wife.
Almost sounds like your wife is your property. Didn't realize this was Saudi Arabia.
I loved our real estate agent. It was so fun to hang out with her. It was like hanging out with my mom. Because, you know, real estate agents always look like your mom. And they have various chicos, accoutrements, and they always have kind of fun mom energy. And they're always so excited to see you two. We would have little conferences before we walked into a house. She'd go, let's talk before we go in. We're like 2 feet from the door. So, there's no toilets.
What?
And I know that was on your list.
Yeah. Sort of.
But I think I can get him to budge. Let's go.
Oh, you're playing good
So
cop.
we'd have a real estate agent, and then like the house would have a real estate agent who's just some guy sitting in a big chair, and these two always hated each other. It'd be like, hi Tony, hi Kim. It's like, Jesus Christ, what were you two in the Eagles together? What is the animosity about?
Oh, a buyer's agent. Gotcha.
Our real estate agent wanted us to have a baby more than anyone else in our lives. More than anyone in our family. She hinted about it constantly. Every room she walked into, she'd be like, so this could be an office? Or maybe a nursery? Yeah, haha, no, like we said, we don't know if we're gonna have it. No, I know, you don't know if you're gonna have them, but you know, you never know. Sometimes you don't know what's gonna happen, and then, you know, something happens. Well, yeah, that's how all of life works. Okay, all right, okay. All right. This is an on-fire garbage can. Could be a nursery.
No, bad. This is not Germany 1939.
She showed me a backyard once. She goes, I don't even like this backyard for you. I was like, oh, do tell. She said, it's all pavement. I think you should have some grass out there. You know, in case you have a couple little guys running around in the grass. And I got offended on behalf of my imaginary kids. I was like, hey, lady, I went outside about as much as Powder from the movie Powder. My children are not going to be playing out on grass. They will be up in their rooms playing violent video games and catfishing pedophiles. These are my children, and that's my wife.
Catfishing pedophiles. It's probably Haiji. Okay, Hajime on being cheated on. 3, 2, 1. Bam.
Being married's so nice. I never knew relationships were supposed to make you feel better about yourself.
They do?
That's not really a joke, that's just a little sweet thing I like to say. Because I've been in relationships where I got cheated on, like long ones. I don't know if you've ever been in a long relationship where you got cheated on, but it changes your whole worldview. Because like when I was a kid, I used to watch America's Most Wanted. You know how kids do.
I used to watch Oz.
And I would always think to myself, how could another person kill someone? How could a human being kill another human being? And then I got cheated on and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna do it, but I totally get it. And I don't mean in that way of like, no one else could have you. Like, I don't care about that. It's just creepy to have an ex out there after things have ended badly. They have a lot of information. Anyone who's seen my dick and met my parents needs to die. I can't have them running around.
Oh my god. Hajime, what the fuck? Hajime on buying cows.
I talked to a lot of people before I got engaged, you know, and I heard this expression about whether or not you should get married. This is an old expression. People say this. They say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? You ever heard that before? It's a bananas insulting expression.
It's not free, opportunity cost.
To an entire gender. But also, it makes no sense. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? You're not allowed to milk a cow that you don't own. That's not even a situation. You don't even own the cow. Was that a problem at one point? Like in the dairy community? Was that happening like 100 years ago in some village? Some Dutch prick was sneaking in at night being like, ah ha ha! I take your milk. And the farmer was like, well then this is your cow now. And he was like, no proof of purchase. And he ran off into the night. That sounded Dutch, right? You know what that expression means? It means why would you marry a woman if she's already having sex with you? Which has nothing to do with what relationships are even like anymore.
Yeah, of course not.
Now it's like, why buy the cow, question mark? Maybe because every day the cow asks you when you're gonna buy it, and you live in a really small apartment with the cow, so you can't avoid that question at all. And also the cow is way better at arguing than you are, and the cow grew up in a family that knows how to argue. Why buy the cow, question mark? Maybe because every time another cow gets bought, you have to go to the sale, and you have to sit next to your cow at the sale, and your cow looks over at you the entire time like, and does not enjoy the sale at all.
Wow.
Even though she's the one who wanted to go to the sale. And she's especially mad because that farmer and cow met like 8 months after you guys met. Why buy the cow? Well, let's be real here. You're very lucky to have the cow that you do have. Roping in cows and getting milk out of them was never anything you were known for, John. By the most liberal of estimates, there have been about 8 cows total. Several unmilked, and a lot of people think that you like bulls, and if you just, they assume it. When you search your name, the third thing to come up is like John Mulaney Bull, question mark? And if you just bought the cow, nobody would say that anymore. They'll still say it. Because there are those guys who they buy a cow and then on the side, total matador. But for real, Chicago, why buy the cow? Let's be real. Why buy the cow? Because you love her. You really do. And yeah.
That's to get the women on side.
Sure, she's a bossy little Jew, but she takes care of you, and you don't want to be some old man stumbling around like, hey, you seen any loose milk?
That's kind of the funny thing, like, in my, like, circle of friends, I was, like, the least likely to be in a relationship. And there was this guy that is already in my circle of friends, and he was, like, in this relationship, and everyone was like, oh, yeah, they were going to be perfect. And then I sort of, after a long period of dating, got into a relationship. And, well, now that first friend, he got cheated on. And so now I'm like in the longest running relationship out of that group. And now everyone in that group is in a relationship now. And everyone's just like looking at me like, I'm just like, fuck. And every time now there's like a relationship question, they don't ask the friend that was in the relationship first. Because at the beginning he took a lot of pride in that. It's like, I've been in a relationship for such a long time. Well, he got cheated on. So now they look at me for advice. And it's pretty funny because some of my friends are very good at playing the field. But when it comes to the mindset of dating, it's completely different. The mindset of, you know, just like flings, easy. Medium to long term, you got to be a little more strategic, particularly with the parents. So, they just keep fucking looking at me. They keep fucking looking at me. Guys! Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm live streaming Danganronpa V3 on Saturdays on the gaming channel. That's Friday in the US and the UK. Make sure you head over to youtube.com/ninjakuma. I will be doing Trial 6 soon. Absolutely blind. I'm actually watching this the day before I do Trial 5. So, we're almost done. I hope you'll join me for that final trial. And, yeah. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, till then, Ninjakuma out. Bye. Make sure you subscribe. Hey, do robots have to... And there we go. There we go. No, they don't. They have a USB port.
Hey.
That smile and hair reminds me of something. She's like Oscar, but with less reddish hair.